Hello everyone, this is Asha Ajbani from DJ Sanghi College of Engineering, Department of Electronics. This is our eighth experiment for the subject Design with Linear Integrated Circuits, which is the application of precision diodes with op-amp. We will be designing precision rectifiers and full wave rectifiers, and also we'll be looking at the clipper applications. So let's jump to simulation to have a look at their input-output waveforms. So this is the precision rectifier. So we felt the need of a precision rectifier because that in case of the conventional diode rectifiers, a diode cannot rectify the voltage below its cut-in voltage, which is zero point 0.7 in case of a silicon. Whenever a diode is connected in series with an op-amp, it acts as a precision diode. That is, it can also rectify voltages less than zero point 0.7 volts. So here in this case, a sine wave is applied to the non-inverting terminal, and the output of the diode is given as a feedback to the negative terminal of the op-amp. Since the diode is connected in this way, the positive voltages will be accepted by the diode and they can pass through it. But the diode will block the negative voltages, that is a negative cycle. So let's have a look at the output waveform. As you can see, the green colored waveform is the input and the blue colored waveform is the output voltage. Here we can see that only the positive spikes appear in the output and the negative has been clipped. That is, it has been removed. Now, if we try to operate this circuit at a higher frequency, we do not see very faithful rectification. Let me change the transient parameters. Now let's run the circuit. Let me zoom it down. As we can see, you can see that the green colored waveform is the input and the blue one is the output. And here we can see that there is a slight distortion in the output voltage, that it has started rectification a little late. So now let's look at the modified version of the precision rectifier, which can work at a slightly higher frequency than this one. Now this is the modified precision rectifier circuit, and as we can see that a diode has been added in the feedback loop to provide more stability to the system, and all the other parameters are the same. And now only difference is that the input is applied to the non-inverting terminal, and hence for the positive peak of the positive cycle of the input voltage, the output will be negative, and that will be blocked by the diode. And for the negative cycle of the input, the diode will allow that input to pass through it, and hence only the positive cycles of the input will get clipped and only the negatives will appear uh, at the output. So let's run the circuit. So this is the input waveform and this is the output waveform. As you can see that the positive has been clipped and only the negative part appears at the output, and since the input is applied to the inverting terminal, it will get 180-degree phase shifted and we able to see the output. Now let's change the input frequency and see the change in distortion as compared to the precision rectifier. in the output waveform, which is definitely an improvement above the precision rectifier at the same frequency, which is 1 kilohertz. Now let's have a look at the full wave rectifier using precision diodes. So this is a full wave rectifier circuit. So in this circuit, the input is applied to the negative terminal of the op amp. And as you can see that there are two diodes connected. Now, when a positive signal comes to the input of this op amp, this diode will turn off and this diode will turn on, and the signal will pass through this and appear at the input of the non-inverting input of the second op amp, and hence the same output will appear at the output, since the gain of this amplifier is 1, and hence for a positive input we get a positive output. Now when the negative cycle of the input appears, this diode will turn off and this diode will turn on, and hence the input will pass through this diode to the negative input of the second op amp, and hence it will get 180-degree phase shifted, and hence the positive peak will appear at the output. So similarly for the negative input as well, we get a positive peak at the output. Now let's have a look at the input and the output waveforms. As you can see, for a positive peak, we have a positive rectification, and for a negative input as well, we have a positive rectification, and hence only positive peaks appear at the output, and hence it is called a full wave rectifier. Now let's change the frequency of the input signal, and let's have a look at the output voltage distortion. We have a full wave rectification, but there is only a small amount of distortion at the 0 volts, and hence we can perform a full wave rectification using this circuit, but not at very high frequency of input signals. So this is the circuit diagram of a positive clipper. The sine wave input is applied to the non-inverting terminal. This is the diode, and here is the reference voltage, which in this case I am giving a positive reference voltage. So whenever the input sine wave will have an amplitude, will have a voltage of greater than 0.1 volt, it will be clipped, and hence it is also called a positive clipper. Let's run the circuit and see the output. Now, as you can see in the circuit, the green colored waveform is the input, while the blue colored one is the output. Now, as you can see that whenever the voltage exceeds 0.1 volt, the signal has been clipped and it does not appear at the output. We only see a flat line. Whenever it goes below zero point 0.1 volts, we again see the sine wave as usual. So this is a positive clipper with positive reference voltage. Now if I change the reference voltage to negative volts, let's say negative 0.1 volt, and now I run the circuit. Now similar to the previous one, any voltage value above negative zero point 0.1 volts will be clipped, and all the remaining voltage values will appear as is in the output. Now let's see the negative clipper circuit. So this is the circuit diagram of a negative clipper, and as the name suggests, the negative peak of the sine wave will be clipped. So a sine wave input is applied to the non-inverting terminal, and here I have taken the reference voltage as 0.1 volts, Let's run the circuit to analyze the output. Now, as you can see, since this is a negative clipper, the only the voltage is greater than zero point 0.1 volts, which is the reference voltage, will appear at the output. Those voltages below zero point 0.1 volts won't appear, and they'll get clipped, and a flat line appears in the output. If I change the reference voltage to a negative one, let's see what the output looks like. It is a similar case, just the reference voltage is changed to the negative one. So whenever the input sine wave has a voltage greater than negative zero point 0.1, it will appear in the output, and those below negative zero point 0.1 will be clipped, and hence it is also called a negative clipper. The clipping of the sine wave depends upon the position of the diode. So thank you.